it has a 3.2, but they do have a 2-for-1 special.
Don't mind if I do.
How bad could it be?
Oh.
Andy, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
And
You should really wash that shirt, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you wear it all the time.
You're like
I love
Grandpa
it so
Joe
much.
over here.
You should also clean your shirt, and you should clean
oh my
yours.
God, you're
and
right.
You should clean yours.
We should all wash our shirts.
Oh, God.
Wow.
That deodorant smells 3 days old.
Lord.
What were we going to talk about the other day?
Something that everyone pretends to understand but probably doesn't, and Gandhi had.
Oh, yes, you had another thing.
Yeah.
And you said it was a long story.
It's kind of a long story, but it's more of a I don't trust it type of system. The ratings for ride shares, I no longer trust them.
Explain.
So, I get a message the other day that says, hello, one of your drivers mentioned feeling uncomfortable with a conversation during your ride. We're sharing this feedback with you because we want everyone to feel safe and comfortable while using the app. Our community guidelines do not allow disrespectful language. We encourage you to keep conversation casual and friendly. As a reminder, not following these guidelines may result to you losing access to your account. And then I lost access to my account for the day. And I said, wait, what? This has never happened. I didn't even have any conversation that would have been flagged. Not to be a DICK, but I don't even talk to drivers unless they talk to me. If they talk to me, cool, we're going to have a conversation. But I let them be on the phone or listen to the music, whatever it is. I don't care. I'm certainly not having a weird conversation in the back of the car. So I was like, this is weird. It wouldn't let me report for feedback or anything. It just sent me the message and then it temporarily suspended me. And I was like, absolutely the F not. So I called. I'm on the phone with them. They're telling me, sorry, we can't give you any information because all of this is reported anonymously to protect you and to protect the driver. And I said, timeout on that one.
Yeah.
Because anybody could just report me if they didn't like a tip.
Yeah.
If they didn't like my face, if they listen to the show and they don't like the show, you are just telling me that you accept this hook, line, and sinker no matter what they say. And it's going to flag me to the point that now you're going to suspend my account. And you're not going to tell me what happened?
Right.
What if, in fact, something did happen and it was a very inane conversation? Like they loved dogs and I said I like cats. And something rubbed them the wrong way. Like, shouldn't you have some sort of recourse?
Absolutely.
They can't. You shouldn't just be allowed to ding someone with no reference to them. Like, what happened here?
Well, it's the same thing as if you did it to the driver.
Exactly. So I called them. Who knew you could call? But I called them, and I was like, someone explained to me, and they're going through this. 45 minutes later, I finally get a supervisor, and they were like, well, it looks as though, did you get into some sort of verbal altercation with your driver today? And I was like, that is such a great question because I wasn't even in a car today.
Yeah.
I didn't even take a ride today.
Crazy.
Was it reported for a ride today? They said, yes, the ride was today. I'm like, and by the way, I called my dad and my boyfriend first because I was like, did any of you do something like this? Because I called
I
cars for
love
them.
how she calls her dad. She right away thinks it's dad.
Like, that would be
smoke
him.
this
You
fire.
would do something like that. So they said it was reported that I got into a fight with my driver that day. And I was like, I wasn't even in a car that day. And shouldn't your own software tell you something like that
Right.
Yeah.
before you ding me? Probably impact my rating pretty seriously and then suspend my account. Scary had to call me a car.
Yeah, I did.
It was crazy.
This is insane.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think it's
thought that was
terrible.
the
I
thing.
think the anonymous reporting on both sides is nuts. You shouldn't.
Well, the fact that if this is a court of law, which it obviously isn't,
Yeah.
you should be presented with the evidence that the other side has.
Yeah.
For sure.
So whatever conversation, I need proof of this conversation
Right.
because anybody can say anything.
And
Right.
before they suspend you or whatever, they should do an active investigation. And
Right.
Then,
Question
ask questions.
you.
Exactly. Not just
Right.
send me a message and then be like, you can't respond.
Yeah.
Good luck. And now you don't get access to it. I was like,
Yeah.
I always think of this when I see "How's my driving" on the back of people's cars. Cold, whatever. And I always think, how does this stop people from thinking they're funny and calling and saying,
Right.
this truck was driving crazy on the
Erratically.
road. This is their license number.
Exactly.
That's why half of them are scratched off all the time. From
Yeah.
the driver.
We used to do phone taps on that. Like, I don't know if you ever did one. Like, you call up that one of the numbers. Oh, how's the driver? Oh my God, KL471 is just all over the road. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's one-sided. It's
It
bullshit.
is.
Hate it.
So
One-sided.
how do we fix this?
So I don't know how we fix it, but know that you can call and you can be like, no, I'm not going to let this go.
Yeah.
Which I know, Nate, you said sometimes
You know
I'm like a
what?
dog with a bone. I was like, oh no,
I'm like that,
this
too.
is happening.
Yeah.
I give you
We're
a
gonna
lot of
get
credit
to the bottom of this.
because you waited on hold for 45 minutes to speak to somebody. You
Yeah.
actually solved your own problem.
I told my story to 4 different people, and I was
Great.
like, transfer me up.
Persistence. Persistence.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I feel it's the same thing with the meal delivery services too. When
Yeah.
you're like, what you delivered came late. They're like, "Ooh, sorry, we can't know if it was delivered late or not." If
this is your service.
I don't have the food.
By the way, the food that showed up 2 hours late the other day, we need a $100 gift card to make us whole.
I hate that it's the stupid chatbot.
Yes.
No, we can get you get past them. Get past them.
How do you do that when you're doing like a DorDash or something like that? How do you?
They have customer service numbers.
You can say like, I need an agent, live agent.
You can.
Yeah.
So I
Because
just
I
say live
usually
agent.
I usually take the $10 credit, and I'm like, okay,
$10?
No.
Your time is worth more than $10.
So I have an issue right now with a provider, not to be named, and I have been dealing with this for the last 3 months. I canceled the service 4 months ago. I have been billed every month for this service.
Oh, no.
No way.
And they refuse. They're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, this account because there's an issue with setting up the account. They can't access the correct account, so I keep getting billed for it." I'm like, "Can you please transfer me to somebody?"
Right.
Wow.
And then because I think there's some sort of meter on the phone on their end that they tell how irate you are, and when you reach a certain level of anger, they just hang up on you because every time. I'm like, please, I need to speak to your super, and then it just goes dead.
Oh, I used to do that.
Why?
When I was a customer service rep, I would accidentally hang up on people.
Yeah.
When they got angry.
It's the last 4 times I've called, they keep billing me, and I keep disputing the charges, and then they'll bill me extra plus a fee because I reverse the charge. And I call, and I'm like, I just need to speak to somebody that can help me out, and they just hang up on me, and I'm just so frustrated.
See, and then you show up at their office one day, and they're going to be like, stalker. No.
I
tried this.
did. I went to one of their field offices. Yes, and the guy, and I was, very polite to the guy. And he's like, "I'm sorry, we can't solve this here. Here's another number you can call." And it was just like another number that got me to the same person.
Oh God.
And I think here's my theory. They have made it so difficult for you to complain that they're trying to keep you from complaining.
Yeah.
You know, the good way to complain now is Instagram, though. If you send direct messages, because I had a healthcare company that apparently I had 3 outstanding bills. I had no idea because they opted me into paperless billing without me knowing, and they all went to spam. I had no freaking idea, and all of a sudden I get a letter from collections.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I contacted this health company, and I sent it to them a direct message on Instagram, and they immediately got back in touch with me, and they escalated it, and they called me, and they said, "We're so sorry. We're going to remove it from collections. It never should have happened, and now I'm back to paper billing, baby, because I'm old."
Yeah.
Public shaming, that's what it's come to. You have to publicly shame someone instead of just getting their information and being able to call them.
So, a lot of companies, insert, blank.com, whatever the email address formula is. For us, it's like at iHeartMedia. If you can figure out the formula and find the CEO or president's email address, email them your complaint.
Wow.
Because I have done that before. You just figure out if it's, Frank Smith at blank.com.
Wow.
Email them, say, I tried repeatedly to get this issue corrected. And because they will get that email, as we have seen with our company.
Shit rolls downhill.
And they will send it to somebody that fixes your problem.
Yep.
So that's a little tip for you.
Note to self.
If you threaten the BBB, the Better Business Bureau.
Yes, that too.
Yep, it does help. All of a sudden, it's just like, we don't want to get reported to the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's not good. We have a rating. I mean, I don't know what the rating does. It's basically Yelp for businesses, but it's...
And some businesses are so bad, they're like, whatever, go for it.
Pretty much. You're like,
Can't get any worse.
it's so
Can't get
true.
worse.
You're right. It's like when you're on Seamless or one of those delivery apps, and you're like, well, it has a 3.2, but they do have a 2-for-1 special.
Don't mind if I do.
How bad could it be?
Oh, I was so annoyed.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through that.
Well, I'm no longer.
Oh, is it
Because your
been
girl
rectified?
stuck it out. Yeah, I'm
To
okay
your
now.
No,
Not to my satisfaction, because in a dream world, to Scary's point, I would have gotten some free dessert there in some capacity for all the time that I wasted having to fight out the fact that I wasn't
Yeah,
even
they
in a
owe
car
you $100 in credit.
No, I got none of
Is
that.
that just
None
your
of that.
go-to
Yeah.
with everything? Now you owe me $100 of credit. Sir, this is a
that work for you?
3 weeks on the phone. Where's my $100?
He said it works for him usually.
Yeah, I should have escalated it, but
Yeah.
that's fine. I just wanted my access. Yeah, I don't drive. That's like all I rely on is ride services. So
Sometimes
come on.
breaking even is a win, right, Scary?
Yeah, this is true. And
No,
even
is
sometimes,
not even.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
learned
well.
that.
But in this day and age, sometimes even is a win.
Yeah.
I should have charged them my hourly rate. They will rue the day.
That's a good idea for next time.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, Gandhi.